Hey everyone, welcome to a brand new series dedicated to the heart and soul of our city. This is the very first episode of St. Augustine Gems, created to connect local businesses with people and their services. Now, St. Augustine is constantly evolving. We celebrate new developments like the beautiful, recently built wharf behind us, yet we also remember the legends of the past like the iconic Santa Maria restaurant that we lost. These landmarks and losses and gains remind us that the true strength of St. Augustine lies in its people and local entrepreneurs. Our mission with Hometown Gems is to pull back the curtain and celebrate the unique stories, the passion, and the work behind the businesses that form the true fabric of the First Coast community. I'm Danette Williams, a local realtor with Beach State Realty, and I welcome you to this episode of Hometown Gems. Now, a way to kick off our series, I'm absolutely thrilled to introduce our very first hometown gem. She is the cornerstone of our community, a true example of service and heartfelt ambition to help others. Please join me as I talk with Tori Andrews, the owner of My Hurricane Prep.
Thank you for having me.
Now, tell me, living here means living with beautiful beaches, but also with hurricane season. What can help us stress less and prepare more when a storm approaches?
Having a plan. 100%. Just having a plan in place is huge. It provides so much peace of mind. You know your village that's going to rally behind you after the storm, and you have a plan in place to be able to be prepared for that.
Let's talk about what inspired you to start this business, and particularly in hurricane preparedness.
As a catastrophe adjuster, I saw people falling to so many scams and not getting what they were entitled to, whether it was from the insurance company, whether it was from a predatory contractor that came in from out of town. It just felt like I saw people walking a minefield and didn't know the right next step to take. And it just doesn't need to be that way.
Right. Who do you think is more susceptible to that kind of predatory contractors?
Unfortunately, it's usually those that are already vulnerable. So our elderly, our handicapped, those that are already financially bad off, and from a bit of desperation, people prey on that.
So do you vet the contractors, and what's that process look like?
Yes, all of our contractors are vetted, licensed, and insured, and they're all under constant quality control because anybody we refer out, we go and inspect their work after. So we know they've done a good job, we know they show up, and we know that they're quoting correct prices.
Now let's talk about the local challenge. St. Augustine being historic, and renovations can sometimes be tricky with older homes. Any advice as far as that goes?
I think that's where having a vetted contractor comes into play. Truly, these properties are beautiful and they need to be preserved properly. And if you don't have somebody who's familiar with that type of construction or a vetted tradesman, you could be causing way more damage than you're fixing.
Exactly. Well, let's talk about shutters now. What's the difference between a simple plywood and professional storm panels or fabric systems?
Really, it can be all the difference. It just depends on the type of property that you have and the finishings you're working with. So whether you have a stone home, a wood home, or, a big commercial warehouse industrial property, all of those need to be addressed and planned for individually because you'll need different type of shutters or storm preparation for any of that.
Okay. And what advice would you give to, say, someone from the north, never having experienced a hurricane? What advice would you give to them on preparing their home?
I would say to just have a plan and surround yourself with a few experts. This really is paradise, and our life with hurricanes is such a small part of it. So just have that plan in place so you can have peace of mind and enjoy this little slice of paradise that we have.
And don't panic, right?
Don't panic. Don't panic. Don't panic. You can call people you trust. We are here. We are local, and we're ready to help.
Awesome. All right, now let's talk a little bit about St. Augustine and the flooding, because we both know that it floods a lot.
It does flood a lot here. And I would say pretty confidently that flooding is one of our biggest issues here in St. Augustine. But thankfully, we have a local resident here who actually invented a flood tape that does not damage your finishings. So you can put this on your doors, windows, openings, and it can keep out several feet of water without damaging those finishings to your property, which is light years beyond sandbags.
Right?
So
That's definitely new.
it is new, but there's a lot of new things that are coming out. And some work, some don't. But we're here to vet them for you and make sure that we can pair you with the products that are actually working.
Nice.
His name is Mateus with floodtape.com, and it's an absolutely incredible product. It costs about $50 for a roll, and most homes only need about 3 or 4 rolls, which is a lot cheaper than if your home floods.
What about the day after?
Well, hopefully the day after you're putting your plan in place that we've built for you. But if not, you can still give us a call and we are more than happy to help. But really the day after, take a second, take a look at your home and assess what you really need for your family. Remember what your insurance deductible is. Don't just file a claim as a trigger. Don't let any of these contractors knocking on your door offer any free inspections or anything like that. Take a look and survey your home and call who you trust.
All right. Thank you, Tori, for making our community safer. And where can people find you to schedule an assessment?
They can call or text us anytime at 904-452-4356. They can find us online at myhurricanehomeprep.com, or they can find us on Facebook under our page Hurricane Home Prep.
Awesome. Thank you so much. And thank you everyone for tuning in, and we'll see you at the next one.